Well, Khaled Taha is a Sudanese academic and activist. He joins us via Skype now from Richmond, Virginia. Thanks very much for being with us. So tell us, first of all, I mean, I'm not sure how much in touch you are with people back in Sudan, but what are conditions what's daily life like there for many people?
I am connected, thank you very much, first of all. I'm connected to them through social media, and we get updated news through communication with, even though the government actually had banned some of the social media sites and blocked internet connections, some of the localities there, and maybe generalizing the whole capital. Let me start with the death happened in Gadarif and Atbara. 23 people died in Gadarif and 4, maybe 5, and the number is increasing. It's not only those 2 towns or 2 cities, but the number is increasing. Now, demonstrations in Khartoum, they call for peaceful demonstrations, but the security forces are actually shooting to kill. Most of the shots are in the head and back, and many casualties right now.
And how much do you blame the government for what's happened here, for the economic conditions?
The government is actually blaming itself now, but for the last 29 years, they are actually just it's a ripple effect of failure after failure after failure. If I go back to like crisis, fuel, and bread, if you talk about those, it's for the people, that's what they see. But the reality is it's all failure after failure. And now what we see is a complete economic collapse, and mainly because of the political system that is not agreed upon. The regime is actually, it's a military coup supported by a specific group. And that's the main reason for all this. And now nearly 3 decades of complete failure. And they must just go. And that's what the people on the streets are saying that. And now they are applying forces and using brutality. That is, of course,
what are the chances of that happening, though? Because the forces that are supporting or propping up the government are not weak. They've been in power, as you say, for 29 years. What are the chances of that happening?
Their weakness or strength is not important. What's important is that they don't have solutions. Right now, when we say the regime change, the military or the military forces or the armed forces of the Sudan, they do have the power to make the change. All we want now, we don't want people to die. People die on the streets because of the NISS and all these happening by the regime. That is, of course, not acceptable to everybody. But people on the streets, they seek change. We want to have a legitimate democratic system that we can live with.
Good to speak with you, Khaled Taha, joining us there from Richmond, Virginia.